The world of Pokemon. Over the past 20 years, we have seen 7 very unique regions that have been inspired by real-world locations. The regions of Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh are all based off Japan. The Kalos region is based off of France, and the Unova and Alola regions are based off the United States. There are still many places in the real world Game Freak could choose as a location to draw inspiration from. And that is the goal of this series, to pick a part of the real world and reimagine it as if it were a Pokemon region. And in this episode, I'll be reimagining India as a Pokemon region. India, one of the largest countries in the world. It is so large, it's called a subcontinent. Not only that, but India is also one of the earliest civilizations known to man. All that on top of its colorful culture, it's a perfect inspiration for a Pokemon region. And even the landscape has what it takes to bring the game to life. From the gorgeous Andaman Islands in the Indian Ocean to the far northern Thar Desert. India even has some of the greatest jungles in the world. In fact, the word jungle comes from the Hindi word for rough terrain, which perfectly describes this lush but dangerous jungle of India. We have the landscape to play in, and now it's time to add the Pokemon to our new region. And boy does India have a great deal to draw from. And I have 3 great animals that would be the starters for this Pokemon region. And we will begin, as always, with the grass starter. The Indian Giant Squirrel. This adorable thing lives in the canopy of the jungles of India. They are very agile and can leap over 20 feet from tree to tree. I would want it to stay a pure grass typing through its entire evolution chain. But to compensate for the lack of a secondary typing, I would want it to have the best speed compared to all the past generations for grass-type starters, and even the stats to be a mixed attacker as well. Now we move on to the inspirations for the fire starter, and that is the Black Buck, also known as the Indian Antelope. These graceful creatures reside in the northern part of India, more towards the desert region of the country. It would not only look great as a fire type, but it would fit well into the starter family with other fire types. Its final evolution, I would want it to gain the rock typing to be a fire and rock type Pokemon with a great attack and speed. Yes, I said speed. Despite it being a rock type, I still want it to be fast, though in turn this would make it fragile. It still would be a beautiful addition to Pokemon. And last, we have the water type inspiration, and that is the iconic Indian Elephant. This is on the video out of sheer selfishness on my part, because I love elephants, and my heart goes out to them, and it bothers me so much that they're hunted for their ivory. This would be perfect for a water type Pokemon, and a starter to boot. It's not only iconic of India, it's a perfect animal waiting to become a Pokemon. It would be the highest attack stat in water type starters we've ever seen, and it would gain the fighting typing when it evolves. This needs to be a Pokemon, because this is something that the Pokemon world needs. A true, large elephant Pokemon. No offense to Donphan or Mamoswine, but I want this elephant in the game. With the starters covered, it's time to find the inspirations for a legendary Pokemon. India also has countless inspirations for those as well. And the inspiration I chose is the mythical Ganda Barunda. It is a massive, 2-headed eagle that is said to be strong enough to pick up elephants in its talons. It is also a major symbol of India as well. It would be a pure flying type Pokemon since there are no other good typings to go along with this inspiration. Just flying fits it perfectly. It would be one of the best examples of what India has to offer for a legendary Pokemon. From beautiful jungles and deserts to some of the greatest animals on Earth, India has what it takes to become a great Pokemon region. This series may be back, but it still relies on you for it to go on. Please suggest new locations from around the world, and if I didn't do them in Season 1, or I haven't done them yet, I'll do them and give you a shout out as thanks for helping with this series. This will not be a weekly series anymore, though if there are suggestions, they will be done with great haste. I hope you are excited for Season 2. I have some great places in mind. If you enjoyed this, and are happy it's back, leave a like and share this video around. It helps me grow as a channel and I really appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter for updates on anything and everything Pokemon, as well as when all my videos go live. The link to my Twitter is down in the description of all my videos. And as always, this has been your guide to the world, Black Phoenix. Thanks for watching.